Hey, hey, hey. So here's the lowdown. Hello? Hello, hello. Yeah, before anybody says anything, yes, I'm pretty sure things are still broken because I've not fixed anything, but I came to the conclusion that if I kept waiting for me to have time to sit in here and fix things and learn new tricks into softwares and new programs I'm going to use and all that jazz, that I will procrastinate forever and you may never see me again. And I've been really wanting to play this game with you guys, you're just going to have to bear with me. I know things are broken. I know they are. I don't know what all's broken. I don't have the whole list. But there's gonna be some broken things. You'll just have to bear with me. We'll fix it as they come. But I really wanted to play this game. Bookstore catting it up. Aww, he loves that book. Okay, so for anybody unaware, by the way, your model is getting fawned over. But aww, he's so cute. He's so cute. That's my baby. I just realized because I'm like watching the model that like it just so happens the way my camera is setting that when her eyes look over, it's like where the chat box is. So it looks like she's reading chat. So it works out conveniently that I have all those windows on those monitors. Points at you, the baby, baby. So more like you, baby. Hello, my baby. Good night, my sweet boy. I'm a little chibi baby. So, let me hold up. I'm gonna make it look like I'm standing on the ground a little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. I don't have any music on. It's just game music, and every time I click off of it, it stops playing. So I apologize. But yeah, so this is Demon Bluff for anybody who's curious. It's only available to play as a demo right now. And I have been loving it, okay? I have 11 hours in a demo, okay? And I know 11 hours is not a whole lot for a game, but I have 11 hours in a demo. I cannot wait for this game to drop. It's not supposed to drop, though, until the first part of next year. They said the planned release date is Q1 of next year. Now, that being said, there is another game that I am so excited to get to share with y'all. I backed this game on Kickstarter way back. I want to say it was like 2019. It was way back before Baby Pear was born, okay? And it is finally, I'm in a Kickstarter a backer beta phase right before they go into early access. It's called Deathground, and I look it up. It's pretty sweet. It's a currently 3-player, or you can play solo. You can play up to 3 or solo. I intend to play this as soon as we can, but they have asked is a nice word. No, it really was. It was an ask. It was a rule that right now we can't stream the beta. So I have to wait till the early access. Or they say there's going to be like a period between this beta. I say open beta. It's not really open. It's like phase 2 beta. But anyway, they say there's going to be a phase between this beta and hitting Steam on early access where they're going to give, if you apply, you can get a key as a streamer to play a little earlier. But they've literally announced that they're going into early access. I want to say like next week or next weekend. I don't remember exactly what date. So I'm like, I don't need to play it. Like, I don't even know if my schedule would allow me to play it like a whole like extra day or two early. So I'm just gonna wait until early access and I get my my keys and I can stream it. So yeah. Meanwhile, we can play Demon Bluff because this is a really fun logic puzzle and I love logic puzzles and it's been one of my guilty pleasures lately. And then if we get tired of playing Demon Bluff or just because I might click around in my other my latest guilty pleasure. It's a mobile game, right? It's a mobile game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's a stupid mobile game. But I also have it on my PC, so I can stream it. This is why it's a guilty pleasure, okay? It's one of those games, and there's not much to it. It's not special or anything, but I just like really zoning out and like clicking all the things, okay? And it has a lot of things to click and do, and I'm in a guild, and I had talked to people in this guild. So like it's a fun little like I need to just not pay attention to anything game. I cannot believe the rage you have thrown at this game too. Yes, I have been upset with this game, and you guys are probably about to see that because I'm coming like I love the game. I do. I really love the game, but I hate the game. No, I love this game. It's hard to explain. Okay, it makes me so mad because I'm like. It's also kind of RNG. Like, there's time, you'll see. There's times where it's impossible to figure. You just have to guess. You just have to guess because nothing makes sense, and you just have to try to hope. Okay, and it has caused a lot of rage. So anyway, enough of the setup. Let me get you into the game. Boom. Here we go. So, see, I'm on Ascension 9. That's what that's what I've been doing, right? This is every time you ascend, it was like unlocking characters for a while. But again, it's the demo, so not all the characters are even in the game yet. Okay, so the way this works is there are different characters and they have different powers. It's kind of like a solo, I would say like solo werewolf or Town of Us, right? So they all have roles and things they can do. And you have to try to find the bad guys. You have to try to find the evils, right? So it says there are 3 evils among all characters. Find and kill them, right? This is the cards that are currently or could be in play. Because not necessarily, and I'll explain that in a minute, not necessarily are in play, but the cards that could be in play. Okay? And the reason I say that is because the baker can turn other villagers into other bakers, right? So, like, say I flip these cards and there's no medium, but there's 3 bakers. Well, that's probably a medium was a baker, right? Another thing is Ba, this little evil demon right here. He adds a fake outcast to this view, right? So, the 2 yellow ones are outcasts. So, when I flip it over, if I don't have a plague doctor, that means he's the fake one, and I have a doppelganger. It's like werewolf, but you don't randomly lose agency. Yeah. I guess, yeah. So, alright, so the hunter, okay, so the purple cards are villager cards, okay? They tell the truth. Unless they're corrupted, which means they'll lie and their power won't work. Okay? We'll get into corruption in a minute. So the hunter learns, will tell you how far from the hunter evil is. So it'll be like, I'm 2 cards from the closest evil, right? The confessor is my favorite card. Okay, and here's why. I love the confessor. You can always trust the confessor. the confessor will tell you, I feel good if there's nothing wrong with her. If she's not evil or corrupted, she feels good. If she is evil or they have corrupted her, she is dizzy. Black and white, plain and simple, no two ways about it. It's beautiful. She's my favorite. Gonna be lurking while I get some groceries. Well, thank you, Cece, and welcome in. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. Okay, so then there's Fortune Teller. So pick 2 characters and you can learn if any of them are evil. Okay, she doesn't tell you which one. She just says, oh yeah, between that one and that one, there's an evil. Or there's no evil. Oracle, learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion. Yeah, you'll see in a minute. Anyway, learn a good character and its role. The Baker, 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. The Alchemist, villagers to the left or right of me in a range of 2 are cured from corruption. And then he'll tell you how many he cured. And then the Plague Doctor will corrupt one of the villagers. Okay? But if you use his power and you pick the one that's corrupted, he'll tell you who's evil. He'll tell you one of the evils, just flat out, for free. Well, not free, I guess, but you get it. And then Doppelganger, okay, she is a pain. And here's why. She's not the worst pain, but she's a pain because I fall for it every freaking time. She is a good character. She pretends to be one of these villagers, right? So she's not bad, but she does pretend to be one of them, so you don't actually see her, okay? But it can mess with things. If she gets corrupted, it messes with my brain, okay? You'll just see. Okay, so the minion, nothing special. He just lies and disguises. All the evil characters lie and disguise. Okay, so that's nothing special. He doesn't have power. The puppeteer. The puppeteer turns one of the villagers on either side of him into a puppet. Which means that now that villager is evil. But the beauty of the puppet is that it's evil and it has to be killed with the evils. Or caught. I shouldn't say killed. I don't know. Caught with the evils. But it can't lie. Okay? Super, super nice. As long as you find him first. If you find... Anyway. And then Ba is a demon. He lies in the sky, and he, like I said, he adds 1 outcast to your deck here. So, hold on, I'm gonna move this over here so I can see this better. Okay, maybe I can see this better. There we go. That's gonna be better. Can I adjust that size? No, I cannot. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's do this now. I have not been playing this to maximize score. To me, it's just figure out the puzzle. Okay, but you score higher if you kill the evils without revealing all the cards. Like it says for every evil kill, get 50 points plus 10 for each unrevealed card. Okay, so if I could do this without even looking, I'd get a whole bunch without. But I don't do that. There are some cards that keep you from uncovering all of them. We don't have any of those this time, so we're just gonna go plop, 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 plop. Alright, see what I mean about multiple bakers? Yay! Look, the Confessor is good. Everything is swell. The Confessor is great. Love the Confessor. Alright, so. Oh, and the mediums. Gotta love that. They're just vouching for each other. That's... I don't know if I can trust that or not. That seems very fishy. We have 2 bakers, so to try to catch a lie, it will, if you hover over here, it will tell you the order in which you flipped them, which we know what order I flipped them in because I just went this way. But sometimes you might meticulously do it and not remember. But anyway, it will tell you what number you flipped them in. So the idea is the first one you flip that's the baker is the original baker, and then it can turn any of them after that into another baker. So that's why that one says I was a hunter. Okay? Now, the reason that's important is because sometimes There will be two bakers, and they'll both say they're the original baker, and that's how you can catch a demon in a lie. Okay, so this is logic-y puzzle stuff, right? This you gotta use your brain tonight, okay? Which is probably a bad game for me to play after I have been complaining about being brain dead all day. I will admit, I have had the brain dead today. And I was just telling South about that over dinner, that I have had the brain dead today, and then I come play a logic puzzle game. Go figure, right? But like I said, I love this stinking game. I love games like this. I don't know if y'all do the Myrtle, okay? But I love doing my daily Myrtle puzzle. It's a logic puzzle every day. It's a murder mystery whodunit. Okay, so let's get my brain working today, okay? Alright, so let's see here. We know, we're going to go ahead and mark her. We know she's good. Plague Doctor corrupted somebody. She says 8 or 3 is a puppeteer. Well, it's not 8. So unless she's corrupted or lying, that's possibly a puppeteer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mark that one as a possible baddie. It would check out because the hunter says they're 1 card away from closest evil. But somebody is at least corrupted. Okay? There are 3 liars present. 3 liars present. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling? I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm really excited. I really love this game. Okay, so there are 3 liars. We have a plague doctor, so there's not really a doppelganger. I found an app called Everyday Puzzles that has Wordle, crossword, Sudoku, word searches, and more. Ooh, nice. Yeah, so South and I have taken to playing the Wordle again after all this time. We haven't really played it since New York Times bought it. But you can play it in Discord. So when we sit, after we put Little Bit to bed at night, we sit in here and like we'll play our own games or whatever. He'll sit in his office doing his own thing. And we'll sit in Discord and talk while we're doing it. Or I'll sit in here and just watch YouTube videos while he's in there drawing or playing a game. And we'll sit in here and talk while we do it, but we've got we have a little friendly Wordle in Discord competition. So, yeah. Okay, anyway. Oh, I've gotten to where that's where I was going with this. I like Connections. I have started playing the New York Times Connections game, too. I really like that one. I mostly suck at it. I did really good today. I got all of it today. That doesn't happen every day. Okay, so 3 of these guys are lying. 4 of them are evil. 1 of them is corrupted, so it's going to lie and its power is not going to work. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do your character. Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them is evil. So let's go with these 2 mediums that are vouching for each other. Okay. Alright, according to her, they are not evil. But here's the thing. I think that she's the puppeteer and they are evil. And one of these guys is my puppet. Now, if this is how we kill them, okay? We have this little icon over here. And if we kill them and they're wrong, I lose health. If I lose enough health, I lose all my hearts, then we have to start over. So this is, in this ascension, this is village 1. We have to get through 7 villages without me losing out all my hearts for us to get to the next ascension. So, I'm going to trust my hunter. Well, no, I want to see about corruption first. Okay. What just dinged at me? What just dinged at me? Oh. Okay, I don't know. I think it was Facebook or something. Oh, yeah, so you can also click on a minute and it will, like, remind you or whatever. My info includes disguised character. But, anyway. So, let's see. Who do we think is corrupted? Nope, number 3 is not corrupted. So I don't get to learn an evil. I don't think it's corrupted, but I think it's evil. So we're going to go pop. Yes! Yes! Okay, so this is great. This is great. This means that we can trust our oracle. Okay, our oracle is good. Almost half of the people on this board are bad, but we can trust our oracle. We can trust our plague doctor, and we can trust our confessor. That's 3 of our 4 goodies. Or 3 of our 5 goodies, right? Because we have 9 cards, 4 baddies. Okay. Cool. Alright, so which one of these is the puppet? I don't know. I think... Ha ha ha. Yes, yes, yes. And it's the other one, isn't it? Yes! Okay, okay. Now, which one's the puppet? The puppet's hard because the puppet can't lie. The puppet's telling the truth, but is bad. So it could be either one of these guys. It's not gonna kill me. I'm gonna go with Baker? Nope, it wasn't the Baker. Alright, it was the Hunter. It was the Hunter that we trusted. It's okay. We did right to trust it. It just, yeah. Alright, let's do this again. It gets progressively harder through the villages, too, by the way. Alright, so we have, okay. This time we have... I hate it when he's evil. When he's an evil hiding behind him. Because I never want to kill him. Because you just lose. You don't lose health if you just lose. Period. And Puka corrupts the people around her. So. We have 6 cards. One of them is bad. 2 of them are liars. In addition to the baddie. Alright, so between 3, 6, and 4, there is a villager, outcast, and demon. So 3, 4, and 6. Well, there is no outcast because the only outcast we have is right here. So, you are either corrupted or bad. The knight is fun because they can't die. Unless you try to kill them and they're corrupted. And then they do extra damage. Evil's not adjacent to each other. That doesn't tell us anything because there's only one evil anyway. So that's not useful. 4 is a real knitter. That doesn't tell us anything either. Puka 1 card away from the closest evil. That doesn't tell us anything either because Puka is the only evil. So you're either corrupted or evil. And if you're evil, then you're corrupted, and I don't want to kill you. So, because you will kill me. Will just about kill me. Yep, no, you're corrupted. Alright, so... Are you Puka or are you Puka? Either way, I'm gonna die. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna die. This is great. You're Puka. Yay! And see, this is why I get frustrated with this game. Because you get in situations sometimes where you can't figure it out. You have to just guess. Oh, it's a Lilith. Okay, so our baddie's a summer minion who doesn't do anything, and Lilith. Lilith is a pain because Lilith kills one of your unrevealed cards in the nighttime phase. Okay? So we have to be meticulous about flipping them over. I can't just flip them all over at the beginning. The drunk. I so despise the drunk. Because the drunk pretends to be a villager, and they're corrupted and they lie. You can't cure them. They're just they're evil without being evil. So like killing them doesn't affect your evil score, and it's a pain. All right, so we have to be meticulous here, because when this gets to night, Lilith is going to kill a card. So let's start here. Oh, it's a druid. Okay, learn one random outcast, if any. 1, 4, 6. There are no outcasts. Okay, so we know if she's telling the truth that our drunk or doppelganger is not 1, 4, or 6. 5 or 3 is a minion. Okay, well, since we have a Lilith, I'm not going to flip 5 or 3, because if I can, I'm going to make her kill one of them. I'm trying to make her kill the minion. She won't if she has an option, and she'll have an option the first go. Closest evil is counterclockwise, so that would make sense for 5 or 3 being a minion. Okay, we know 7 was good because she'll kill good people first. 3 is a real doppelganger. But 3 wouldn't be pretending to be a doppelganger. So that means I have sus on you. You're either the drunk or you're bad. Left side is more evil. And the judge could tell me if somebody's lying. If he's not lying himself. Okay. One or 5 is a minion. So I think this is a minion. She can't kill anybody because everybody's revealed. I think that's our minion. I think that's our drunk. Y'all ain't got no input, huh? Okay, alright, so I'm gonna start just slaughtering people, I guess. Yes, okay, so that tells me I can trust you, I can trust you, and I can't trust you. Yay! Okay, so this time, oh god, we have a wretch. Okay, so this one is the most troublesome card in the game when you start learning how to play. Okay, I will promise you, it's happened to me. I don't know how many times. This is when Sal says he's heard me cuss in this game, 9 times out of 10, it's because of a wretch. Okay, because the wretch, you're like, oh, the wretch is fine. The wretch is not bad. right? The wretch is fine to have. It doesn't bother me. And then you get wretched. And this is... And I can't... Because it is a demo that's in, like, beta or whatever, there's, of course, a Discord. And you can go and report bugs. I cannot tell you how many times I thought I had a bug only to go to the Discord and look to see if anybody else had reported it. You know, I don't just throw stuff out there without checking, right? Like, I don't accuse it of being a bug without looking to see if somebody else had found it. Only to find a similar scenario, and the developer is like, oh yeah, no, you got wretched. Oh, nope, that's the wretch. Oh, you got wretched. Over and over again. And then when I actually look at it, and I'm like, oh, okay. So now I like to think that I'm better. I like to think that I am accounting for the wretch, and that the wretch is not going to get me anymore, but I can almost guarantee that it will. Okay? I just hope it's not here on stream in front of all of you. Because I know I will get wretched eventually. Okay, so the reason the wretch is a pain, okay? It's because to all the villagers, even though the wretch is an outcast and good, all the villagers think that the wretch is evil. So when they tell you, oh, this, you know, there's so and so many cards that on the board, they're evil, they're referring to the wretch, okay? Now, the good thing to the wretch is that the bad guys can't disguise as a wretch. If you see a wretch, it is a wretch, right? It's not somebody in disguise. They can disguise as the bombardier. They can disguise as the plague doctor. They can't disguise as the wretch. So, I always just took wretch at face value, and I'm like, oh yeah, wretch is fine. And in the very beginning, wretch was my favorite card. This is why I changed to not being my favorite card, because I got wretched so many times. So, yeah. Because it was like, oh yeah, it's easy. If you got a wretch, no big deal. You just have to account that everybody thinks that they're evil, and they can't be hiding anybody. It's fine. No, it's not fine. So, is it one of them that I have here? No. There is one that will tell you, there's a villager that will tell you if the evils are adjacent. Like 4 times in one night. Yes. Yes. There's a villager that will tell you if the evils are adjacent and how many pairs there are. Now, here's the kicker, okay? This is what I had to learn the hard way, okay? If there are 3 evils sitting here together in a row, that card that I'm talking about will register that as 2 pairs. This is a pair, and this is a pair, okay? This card can belong to both pairs. And one of these cards can be a wretch. See where I'm going with this? So, I have been frustrated with this game. No, I have not found a single bug. Let me just throw this out there right now. I have not found a single bug in this game. Everything I have found that I thought was a bug is a game mechanic. And 9 out of 10 of them are caused by the wretch. Just saying. So, we have, I was gonna tell you. So we have a counselor, and the counselor is always gonna sit next to an outcast. They actually turn one of your villagers into an outcast and sit next to it. So yeah, and then Puka, of course, as we know, is gonna corrupt people. All right, so but we don't have anybody that's gonna keep us from uncovering everybody. So we're just gonna bloop, 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 bloop. Alright. So see, prime example, right? The witness, who should be somewhat useful, okay? Affected by an evil means that they either are an evil or like they were corrupted, right? But you know what? Wretch. Wretch. If you fall for that and kill the wretch, it's wretch. You're wretched. right? Retch is not a problem. Okay, so we have to use our brains. And we actually have to use powers because nobody's just telling us anything on their own. The Dreamer, I don't even know why I bother using the Dreamer, okay? Because the Dreamer just aggravates me. I don't know how the Dreamer works. Because every time I've used it, it seems to give the same answer, regardless if I'm right or not. And I just feel like I can't trust the Dreamer because I don't know how it works. So, alright, fortune tell, pick 2 to learn if they're evil. Now. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. So, our counselor is going to be here, here. Well, actually, it could be anywhere but here. Now that I'm looking at it, it could be anywhere but here. Alright, so... And Puka is going to sit somewhere in corrupt. So... it's a pretty good chance if I pick you... Ahaha! See what I mean? 3 is corrupted. We know not to trust 3. 3 is corrupted. Corrupted. Actually, I don't have to... yeah, I don't have to do that. Yeah. Which tells me that either this is Puka or that is Puka. Oh, no, never mind. That's probably Puka because he's saying 2 is evil. So we're just going to go ahead and kill you. Oh, it's the counselor. Ooh. Not who we were expecting. That means that this druid has got to be Puka, right? Yay! That worked out so well. I was not expecting that to go as fast and work out as so well. This is great. This is great. Oh, my Dreamer is also corrupted, so that wouldn't have really helped. Anyway. Okay, so we have a Lilith. Oh, and we have Witch. Okay, so Witch, especially combined with Lilith, is a pain. Okay. Well, I guess not necessarily combined with Lilith is a pain. But anyway, Witch means that you can't reveal the last card, right? You'll always have one card you can't reveal as long as she's alive. As soon as you kill her, you can go ahead and reveal that card. If Lilith hasn't killed them. So we have to be meticulous. We have to be careful about what we do here. So I am 1 card away from corrupted character. Okay, if I can trust you, I need to find my Plague Doctor. Okay. If I can trust you, you cured no corruptions near you. Which, I can't trust you. Because unless I have a Plague Doctor, there is no corruption. But then again, I would have a Plague Doctor because I don't have a Ba. Okay. I need to find my Plague Doctor. Yay! I found my Plague Doctor. Alright. I'd really like to find out what they have to say first. Ooh. Okay. We lost that one. Alright, 4 is good, according to you. And 4 is a real... so what? Really? Oh, and I see you're at an even 700 followers. Congrats. Oh, really? Thank you. I'm in Sulfur, just got an update. Really? See, you say that, congrats, but I feel like we had more than 700. I feel like maybe we lost some. Oh well. Whether we gained or lost, it's fine. Alright, so... 7 is not good. I don't understand how you feel that way. So I think you are corrupted. Yes. 10 is corrupted. 7 is evil. Oh. But if the plague doctor is... Well, no, he doesn't corrupt himself, does he? Does he corrupt himself? I don't even know. Why are you laughing, cat? What? I don't understand. Oh, sus. Okay. I was not sure what that emoji was. He could just be trying to get me killed. Okay, that was a good person. Because something I've noticed, the losing followers looking at chat. Yeah. I gotcha. Okay, so something that I have learned is that when Lilith kills a card, if it's a demon, they say something when they die. They're like, I'll get you next time, or ah, or something. So they were both good. So even though I left that one was a good card. So we know we lost a goodie here. We know we lost a goodie here. He does say he's one away from a corrupted, so maybe I just trust him and I get that one. I'm gonna lose, aren't I? I'm gonna lose. Okay, hold on. Before I kill him and lose. I gotta kill you. Okay, yes, okay. Now I feel better. Yep, okay. Which is one card away from closest evil. That means either you... Well, it has to be, because yeah, you said 4 was a real gem crafter, and you're a liar. Yay! Alright, so Puka and Shaman. Three or 6 is Shaman. Oh, that could be my Plague Doctor. 6 or 8 is Shaman. 6 is a real Plague Doctor. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Cancel. I have done that more times than I can tell you. Where I've thought I could click on the person to cancel the power and not use it yet, and then it's really rough when you do it with Plague Doctor, since he'll pick up one card, and so you like click it and you're like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that after all, let me wait for a minute, and you click him and he's like, I'm not evil, I'm not corrupted, and I'm like, oh no! Yeah, I've cussed about that a few times too. Okay, so let's see if you're lying. Okay, you say they're lying. Okay. Which means either you're bad or you're bad. So, I don't know who to trust. Oh, that's right. There's so many corrupt here because Puka's in play. I just realized. Mm. Yep, that's what I thought. I wanted to trust the Plague Doctor so bad. You could just be corrupted. I'm not gonna... You're probably corrupted, not actually evil. Y'all did call out that 6 was a shaman, so I feel like I can believe y'all. I feel you did call out that that one's lying, so I feel like I can believe you. You're not corrupted. See, you're not bad because you didn't kill it, but you could be bad. 6 or 3 is evil, true. So I feel like you're telling the truth. So I feel like you guys are the corrupted ones. Which, you're either the Puka or you're Puka. I think you're Puka. Yes! Okay. Okay, so we have Witch and Ba. So Witch just means we can't flip the last card. Between 1 and 8, there's a minion and a villager. Well, that would be the minion, and that could be the villager. So if you are right, if we can trust you, then we can trust you. But we can't trust you because you're saying there's no corrupted characters, and there has to be. If we have a Plague Doctor, there is at least one corrupted character. So you're both lying. But are you lying because you're bad, or are you lying because you're corrupted? Let's keep going. There's only one pair of evil, so according to her, the evils are together. The closest is clockwise. Okay, and there's the wretch. So there's something wrong with you too, because if this one, even if this one is bad, they register the wretch as evil, remember? See, we could use the wretch to our advantage. So it should have said equidistance. If this card is bad, it should have said equidistance. Or they're lying because they should have said it was going this way because that one's evil. So something's wrong with you. Okay, so I feel like either you're corrupted or you're corrupted. Or you're evil. Six or 3 are not evil, but you are definitely something. Corrupted, evil. You might be corrupted, but there shouldn't be that much corruption. There's not a doppelganger because we have Plague Doctor and Wretch. So Ba's lying about the doppelganger. Oops, all corrupted. Right? Yeah, exactly. I can't tell you. I have actually had a round like that where like every card but one card was either evil or corrupted. And I had to try to figure out the one person that was telling the truth. And let me tell you, CC, that that was one of those games where I was so pissed because the one person that was telling the truth gave me no info. It was The one person I could trust didn't tell me anything useful. And I ended up losing it because I killed corrupted villagers instead of evils. So, because I didn't know. I was like, I can't. There's no way to know. So yes, oops, all corrupted can pretty much happen. Just about. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, that's totally a thing. Love this game. I know sometimes it doesn't sound like I do, but I do. I do love this game. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I can make sure I've got that up over there just because I'm not sure if it sounds like an anime plot. Yes, yes. Pretty much. Okay, so you said 1 is corrupted, 7 is bad. 7 is saying 6 or 3 is evil. But you're also saying there's a pair. And it doesn't make any sense. We can't have that much corruption. We just can't. There's going to be 1 corrupted and 2 liars. You're saying they're together. The liars are together. Which would be here or here. Oh, no. See, the knitter, that's the one that's the one I was telling you about that gets me. I was almost wretched. Look at this. 1 pair of evil, right? The wretch is evil. So, witch and ba might not be next to each other, but witch or ba is next to wretch. That's a possibility. We were almost wretched, guys. Almost wretched. One of these is definitely evil. Plague Doctor is saying that they're just corrupted. If both of these guys were the evil pair, there would be 2 pairs because of the wretch. So I'm likely to believe that you are evil. No. Okay. Which tells me you're evil and you're evil. Yeah, see, and then this one's corrupt. How is this one corrupted too? When it's like there are no corrupted characters. Because there were corrupted characters. Oh, no, there can't be corrupted characters after all. They are telling the truth because Plague Doctor was not real Plague Doctor. Which means we do have a doppelganger who is telling us the truth. That's our doppelganger because there's a minion and a villager. And which is the minion and that... No, that's the villager. Yeah, he didn't say outcast. He said minion. And yeah, that's right. I wasn't paying attention. I thought he said outcast. So that's correct. That's fine. That's fine. It's 1 pair. So that's going to be... It's not you because you're correct. You're correct. I just read you wrong. Like a dumbass. You're correct. You're correct. So you are my ba. Yep. Okay. We ascended! Yeehaw! So we get to start over. So, okay. Y'all see the gist of the game, right? And like I said, like I pointed out, this is just the demo. So, I have all the characters unlocked, and they can show up in my deck that the demo has, as far as I can tell, because I haven't unlocked a character in like the past 6 ascensions or something like that. So, I think I have all the characters unlocked that the demo has. But there are more characters coming in the game because you can like go to there's all kinds of neat features too. Like you can even like draw mode where you could be like, this one's bad and this one's good. You can like draw on them so that you can like help keep up with it too, I guess, or just like draw arrows to things. It's like I've only been using this to be like, this one said this and about this one and nobody's corrupted and yet it was lying and nobody's a baddie and and then only to go to the Discord and find out, oh yeah, because this one's a wretch. You got wretched. And I'm like, ah. So yeah, that's undo everything. Alright. And then there's the little thing where you can go report bugs, and then there's the settings. But yeah, so I'm in love with this game. I can't wait for it to come out. I love logic puzzles. Even when I hate this. Okay, so... Okay, so... There is no wretch. Bob pretended there's a wretch. There is a doppelganger. There is a counselor hiding amongst either the doppelganger or the bombardier or something. Oh my god, I need a John Madden AI soundbite. You's got wretched. Yeah. 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 It's a common thing in the Discord. People are posting all the time. Why isn't this right? This doesn't look right. Is this a bug? And I say people because I've almost been that person, right? Like I said, the only thing is I go to the Discord and I search because after I started looking through the Discord and I saw that was happening a lot, like people report a bug and there's like, no, that's not really a bug. It's because of this card mechanic here. It wasn't always wretch, but it was like, this card mechanic here means this and that was corrupted, so... But I started seeing so many of those that I was like, okay, people are asking about a lot. So I'll just search before I look like a dumbass. So when I run into issues, Ask South, I'll be over here raging. And then I'll go in the Discord and be like, this is a bug. I'm going to report this bug. And I go and I do a little paint thing and I mark everything up and I take my screenshots and I go to the Discord and I get quiet and he's like, well, I'm like, I got wretched. Or, according to him, this is supposed to be how it works, but it's not clear and I hate it. That's been a case a few times too. You see the wretch over there. This is where they get you. Yeah. While you draw on the screen. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is though, is this wretch here, okay? Let's just this wretch is not real. Okay? This is a trick. We have to keep reminding ourselves because wretch can't hide. So wretch is not hiding. Okay? Doppelganger can hide. Doppelganger is pretending to be a villager. But there is no wretch. There is no wretch. Ba is lying. Ba is saying there is a wretch, but Ba is a liar. That's what he does, is he tells you there's one minion that's not really there. Now, this is probably problematic for the people that try to get it without uncovering all the cards. But I'm like, oh look, no witch, no Lilith, uncover all the cards. I don't care about score. So yeah, that's probably a little bit more problematic for the people who are like, I don't want to uncover all the cards. Then they have to try to figure out which of the yellow bystanders Ba's lying about. But I'm like, no Lilith, no witch, uncover all the cards. Okay, so if both of these lovers are telling the truth, you're evil. Okay? We think you might be evil. Alright, between 3, 4, and 5. I don't like this. This is okay. Y'all tell me if y'all are as nitpicky as me. Because sometimes the language here upsets me. And it's not just like here in this game, right? I've heard people do this too. List numbers and don't list them in sequential order. Now, I'm not talking about the lottery when they pull out random numbers or things like that, but like 3, 4, and 5. It's 3 numbers. They're single digits. They're all in sequence. Why would you present it as 4, 3, and 5? No, it's 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3. Not 4, 3, 5. Is that just a me thing? Is that just a me thing? Okay. 3, 4, and 5, there is a minion, outcast, and villager. So these 3 here that all look like villagers, one of them is my doppelganger. If you're telling the truth, one of them is my doppelganger and one of them is evil. Now, you could be telling the truth because there shouldn't be any corruptions. So that means you're either my doppelganger or you're my villager. But if you're the minion, then that means you have to lie. So this is the thing that gets me too. Okay, the evils lie. But I swear sometimes they don't. So you count on them lying, and you think you've got them pinned, and they were telling the truth. Yeah, anyway. So if you're evil, then I feel like you're also evil.
Here they come again.
Oh, what was that? Here they come again. What? I don't even remember what noise I made that. That's a new one. I have to open up tabs because my chat window is not telling me. Oh, Goose! Hey, Goose! Goose with the resub. Execute them all just to be safe. I can't! I'll die! But hey, Goose, how are you? How are you and the fam? The flock. How is the flock? How is our gosling? How is Mrs. the Goose? I haven't heard from you in a hot minute. Even more reason to wipe them. No, I'll die. I'll die. I died. I don't want to die. This is the first village. I don't want to die on the first village. Here they come again. I was like, I don't know what sound that is. We're doing good. Big adjustment with him home. I'm sure. Is he still on oxygen, or have y'all been able to undo that now? Because he just seemed like he was so close to being able to come off the oxygen before he came home. So is he still on the low levels, or has he been able to come off of that since y'all have had him home? How much weight has he gained? See, you haven't been doing the updates anymore, so I'm hungry for updates. Low oxygen still? Okay. Work in progress. Yep. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So, one of the things that I was waiting for you guys, just posted an update recently. He broke 9 pounds. Very nice! Yes! Okay, I haven't checked in a hot minute because you said you weren't going to update anymore, so I could check it. But that's awesome! But yeah, so one of the things I was curious about, right? So when we had Little Pear, I stayed in the hospital after he was born one whole day. Like one night, basically. He was born in the morning. I stayed that night, and then I was discharged and went ahead and went home the next day. Looking back on it, I kind of wish I had stayed in the hospital, another day or so to kind of just get some rest after being awake for like 36 hours straight. And then up all night. We only stayed 4.5 months. Exactly, yeah. So, but like, then we came home And my mom was here for the first like 2 days, I want to say. Was it 2 days? 3 days? And then as soon as my mom and my grandmother left, it was weird because South and I had no idea what we were doing. Right? We were at the hospital where the nurses came and took care of him around the clock and looked out for me and the whole bit, right? And we didn't really have to do a whole lot, to coming home with my mom helping. And we were doing stuff, but like it was under guidance of someone who had raised kids and knew what she was doing, right? And then they left, and South and I just kind of looked at each other. And that first night, I think that was our first meltdown, because neither one of us was getting any sleep. And we hadn't been getting any sleep since we got home, because even though my mom was like helping out and doing stuff during the day and she was here for company and things, she wasn't doing any of the night shift stuff, so we were still up. So we were on, at that point we were on like day 3 or 4 of like no sleep. We hadn't gotten our rhythm yet, and it was rough. And so I was curious, where I'm going with this is I was curious with how it is when he's not a few days old, right? He's not a week old. He's 4.5 months old by the time y'all get him home. Now, a lot of babies, Baby Pear is one of them, at 4.5 months is when he started sleeping longer stretches, right? Now, I realize that yours has an adjusted age, right? Like he's technically 4.5 months, but really adjusted, he's only, a month? Because he was so early. So, is he sleeping for very long? I guess is the question. Like, did y'all get to skip out on the awake every 2 hours? Or is Gosling awake every 2 hours? Or is he sleeping six hours at this point? 6-8 hours at this point? On rare occasions, we might get a 3 to 4 hour stretch. Okay, all right. Because I was like, dang, if y'all could skip that, right? Like, I realize I don't wish any NICU on anybody, okay, for any reason. But at the same time, this whole time, I was going, man, though, if they get to skip the awake, sleeping only for like an hour or 2 at a time, that would be nice. And he gets really fussy around midnight. Oh. See, Baby Pear, if it was midnight, wouldn't have bothered us as much because we're kind of night owls anyway. And a lot of times, especially at that point when I wasn't, I was on maternity leave, I wasn't working, a lot of times we were going to be up at midnight anyway. No, the rough ones for us that Baby Pear gave us was between, it would either be like 2 and 4 or like 2:30 and 4:30, or sometimes it would be like 1:33. But somewhere around that witching hour, right? Somewhere between 2-ish and 5-ish, he would get up a couple of times, and one of those would always be bad. Like, he would not want to go back to sleep. And I am not a morning person, so I didn't want to get up that early. And we probably did just go to bed at midnight or 1, and so it was bad. It was so bad. Our schedules just conflicted because South and I are both night owls, and Baby Pear was not. So yeah, but I am so excited that y'all have him home. Your little bundle of joy. I can't wait to hear more about as he gets bigger. Okay, now I have to get back in the game. I have to remember what we were doing. Okay. 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Even though it says 4, 3, and 5, I don't care. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so the judge... thank you, dear, for the lurk. Welcome in. It's been a hot minute. Actually hoping to sneak back to live soonish. Ooh, so can talk more about his progress. Yay. That's exciting. Okay. So you're evil. But see, that's what I don't understand. So this is a prime example. No, because you could be evil. It could just be you. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I didn't die! Oh! I got it right! Okay. Yay! Wait, you're the doppelganger? Oh yeah, because you're lying, so that doesn't mean anything anymore. Okay. Yay! Alright, so we have Puka. Flip it all. Flip, 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 flip. Gonna be lurking while getting ourselves ready for bed. Saw the motif late and had to pop in and mess around a bit first. Saw the notice late. I gotcha. And had to pop in. Well, thank you for popping in, Goose. You guys, yeah. Get ready for bed. Oh, yep. And get the first. You guys get ready for bed and get the sleep while you can.
Oh, go and get a glass of water.
You know, I had just picked up my mug to do just that. So... Well, you know what? I said at the beginning of the stream that stuff's bound to be broken. At least it's not the sound alerts. But I wish it wouldn't play that sound every time something happened. What is that? What is that doing sound? Yeah, that. What is that? Just a redemption sound? Hold on. Let me make that bigger. What is it doing? Yeah, or just redeemed. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to fix that. Let me make a note of this. Yeah, I just got tired of waiting until I fix things to get to talk to you guys. So I'm just going to make a note of this. It's a Twitch alert, because I was trying to move all my alerts to Twitch, and apparently I did something. Okay, so Twitch alerts for sound alerts. We do not want that. Do not want. Okay, cool beans. Making a list. Checking it twice. Okay, so where were we? Okay, yes, so we have a Puka, which means we only have one of you, but we have two of these that are possibly two, up to two that are corrupted. And then the Dreamer, I hate the Dreamer. 7 or 2 is a counselor, but that's a straight up lie because there is no counselor. So you're corrupted. I think you're corrupted too, because I don't think there's any way you could have been an oracle when you're a baker. Evils are not adjacent. That checks out because there's only one. 3 is a real knitter. That would check out. 2 is a real medium. Sure. No evils adjacent. Yeah, it's definitely... The Dreamer is our Puka. Yes! That one was too easy. Once I started really looking at it. Alright, so we have a drunk and a Puka and a puppeteer. Oh, this is gonna suck. I hate the drunk. Closest is equidistance. Cool. Cool. And you cured a corruption. Well, that's a straight up lie because there is no corruption that can be cured. Drunk is corrupted but can't be cured. So that's just a straight up lie. But you could be the drunk. So... But if you're not the drunk, then you're evil, and so is the baker. Okay, so right side's more evil. That will check out. Okay. Let's see if our enlightened is lying. Yeah, apparently so. 4 cards away from closest evil. Something doesn't add up to me about that, because if you're lying... I think you're evil. Well, no, because Puka corrupts. You could just be corrupted. Also. And then your 4 cards, that could be Puka. Jester. Okay, and we have a puppeteer, so we have a puppet, but the puppet won't lie to us. You can't be 4 cards away from the closest evil, though, because there's more than one evil. And that's the opposite side. So there'd be one closer to you. So something's not right about that either. Okay, so we have... Okay, you may not be corrupted, because now that I'm looking at it, yes, Puka corrupts. So you may have actually cured a corruption from Puka. But you are clearly not right in the head, so if you would have cured people, you would have cured that one. So I think you're still full of shit. There is one. Okay, so 2 of these are just messed up, and one of them is evil, if you're telling the truth. Which I guess I could double check your work, or try to double check your work. This one does say right's more evil, but... Okay, so you would have cured things. So, let's see. I'm inclined to think that okay, you're saying 2, 3, and 5, 1 is evil. You could be the corruption that was cured. But that, no, that would mean that both the baker and the enlightened are evil. But that doesn't explain why you say you're 4 cards from the closest evil. Because if I'm thinking, okay, the way I'm thinking this through, right? If the alchemist is the puppet, it's telling the truth, but is bad. Then the enlightened could be lying and not be corrupted and be the puppeteer. And Puka could be the baker, corrupted the architect. But then the architect, it would be actually telling the truth. And that doesn't explain our hunter. So... You say 2, 3, and 5 there is an evil. Could be you, actually. And you're Puka? Okay, yeah, I think I figured it out. Okay, no, you're Puka. Thought Puka was over here and messed with these people. Okay, so I don't. Yeah, I marked you because of that. So you cured a corruption. You cured the jester, and that's why the jester's saying the truth. You're the puppet. You're the puppeteer. Nope. Alright. Alright, which tells me that you're not lying, which means the judge is bad? And then you're the puppet. Yeah. Puppeteer, yep, and puppet. Yep, and that's why you told me the truth about the jester. You cured one for... Okay, that makes sense. And then, yep. Oh, you were the drunk, and that's why the right side... I was forgetting about the drunk. Okay. Yeah, so that's, this is Demon Bluff. Y'all can feel free to chime in and tell me I'm being dumb at any moment, okay? Alright, so we have a Puka and a Shaman and a Wretch. At some point, maybe I should try to do this, like, the right way, quote unquote. Like, I forget that my avatar's hands don't move, so y'all don't see my air quotes. But the right way, where I don't just go, oh, no witch, no Lilith, unveil them all. Okay, so 2, 3, or 5 is an evil, according to you. 2, 6, or 8, according to that Empress, and 3, 7, or 8, according to that evil. So both of you say 2 is, both of you say 3 is, and both of you say 8 is. Interesting. Puka is 2 cards away from closest evil. I am 4 cards away from closest evil. Okay, so already something's wrong with you. Because you're only 2 cards away from the Wretch, and you should register the Wretch as evil. I'm not getting wretched. So, none of the Empresses pointed at the Wretch, so I can believe them. Something's wrong with you. Okay, Puka could have corrupted him. Then there's a Shaman. Puka is 2 cards away from closest evil. If he's not evil and he's just corrupted, that's probably Puka. And then if the scout is telling the truth, no. If this is Puka, then Scout's not telling the truth, because Scout should register Wretch as evil. So you're saying 2, 6, or 8 is evil. You're saying it's 3, 7, or 8. Nobody's pointing at 1. And you're saying 2, 3, or 5. Okay, y'all can feel free to pipe in and have thoughts anytime now. I'm thinking of judging the scout. Because I just don't know if you're corrupted or if you're evil. And that's a big one there. And if I judge you and you're corrupted or evil, then it's going to tell me you're lying. And I already know you're lying. So that's not important. I could try to slayer you. But then if the slayer's evil, then the slayer won't work. You kind of just jumped in with your save file. So we've been dumped in the deep end. I remember you saying it first because it was a demo that you thought it was easy, and then you realized, oh, this was like the tutorial. I vaguely remember. I mean, maybe I'm throwing y'all in the deep end a little bit, but like, hey, this is not the first. It's not like the first round we've played, so I figured y'all probably had the gist of it. Correct. I mean, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Fine. Two, three, or five. You've been doing a good job explaining it. Well, thank you. I'm trying. And I'm trying not to get wretched. I'm trying so hard not to get wretched. I hear you laughing at me. I hear you over there. My mic, I'm sure, didn't pick it up because I barely heard it with my headphones on. But I hear you over there. I heard you, I should say, because it was just a little giggle. It's not like you're rolling around. I should start a prediction. Will I get wretched on stream? Because I know I'm going to get wretched. Eventually. It's going to happen again. I'm going to forget about a retch. And I'm going to get wretched. But I should start a prediction. Let y'all gamble. Let you do some gambling. Oh, will I get wretched on stream? Okay. Who do I judge? Because then that'll determine who I try to slay. It would really help so much if just one of those fucking empresses would point to number 4. Because then I'd be like, oh yeah, 4 is the evil and you're telling the truth. But no, of course not. Of course not. None of them. None of them are pointing at the wretch. And that's problematic for me. Okay. We can do this. I can do this. Puka is 2 cards away from closest evil. If... Okay, hold on. If Wretch is the closest evil to the scout, that means this is Puka and this is Shaman. And that's completely possible that both of these empresses are persons of interest. Which, if that's the case, that would be super handy because we can judge one of them and slay the other. Or... But this one says 2, 3, or 5. Which is, yes, that would cover 5, but it says or. And 2 is at the very least confused. So I don't feel like Scout is necessarily telling the truth, because if this one says they're 4 cards from the close, they're not telling the truth, because Rhett should show up as evil. So not both of these can be telling the truth. For that theory to work. So what if it's just those two? Because you said 2, 3, or 5, and if it's 2, that tracks, right? You say 3, 7, or 8, which is all kinds of wonky. That does not help at all, because, like I said, 2 is at least corrupted, and if he's corrupted, that means Puka is next to him in some fashion. Well, no, that could be true. This one could be right, actually. If 3 is Puka, then 2 is corrupted. This one could be telling the truth. So if it's... And then you're saying 2, 6, or 8. Yeah, okay. I take this back. I take it back. These two. These are our evils. This is Puka and this is Shaman. Yeah. I feel pretty good about that one. Because then Puka being 2 cards from closest evil, this would be your closest evil. No. Okay, so that wouldn't count Puka. That's right. So then yes. No, because then this is still closer to her than this one. So maybe Hunter is Puka and has corrupted that one. But that doesn't go with this narrative. Okay, so what we do here is... Seriously? Okay, so... You're telling the truth. So 2, 6, or 8. One is evil. Or it's you and you. I think maybe this is just Shaman. I'm doing all this mathing, figuring that they're just corrupted. But what if they're just evil, right? What if they're just the Shaman? And then that means that you're good because 2, 3, or 5. So that means you're the Shaman. And then these two would be good. Okay, and then you're saying you're telling the truth. 2 cards away from closest evil. That means you would be the closest evil, but that means you would be Puka. Or you're Puka, and you can't be Puka. So then that doesn't check it. It could just be you. Is it you two? Okay, so I was right. They were just corrupted. Fuck. Oh, ads are about to start in a minute and a half. But chances are nothing will happen while we're in ads because I'll still be sitting here staring at cards. Alright, so... You're Poker, right? Yes. Okay, so that means that you're corrupted. And that's why you're giving me bunk info. You're telling the truth, according to the judge. So... You're saying 2, 6, or 8. So it's 6 or 8. So it's 6 because that one's going to be not necessarily corrupted, but I don't want to kill a corrupted. I don't want to kill a corrupted. I got 10k on this. I haven't even put it up yet. Oh, you did it. Did you at least set it for a long timer? No way, K-Alex got this. Yeah, we're getting wrecked. Wretched. Oh, you're cheering for me at least. Okay, I feel a little better about that. 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, we're going to go to ad in like 15 seconds. So, it does seem to be like the bar is moving really slow. So, when you guys get back from ads, on Twitch, I'll see you then. But we probably won't move, or did I not do the... Oh, because I don't have the bot running. See, these are things that are broken. I haven't done this in a while. My bot's not on because I didn't turn it on. I have no connects. I swear, it's like I'm a new streamer all over again. It's been so long. Okay. Okay. I'm trying so hard not to get wretched. I'm trying so hard. Okay. We can't pay attention to what you were saying because you were corrupted. We can't pay attention to what you're saying because you're either evil or corrupted. Your thing about Puka doesn't count because you were... Okay, so the only thing we can trust is that should be all of our corruption. We still have an evil in play, though. You could be evil. But if you're the evil, you wouldn't say that this person is telling the truth. And you can't be corrupted. So I feel like these two I can trust, right? 3, 7, or 8 is evil. I think maybe this is the evil one because we can trust these two. And he couldn't kill 7, which means it makes me feel better about that one too. So I feel like this Empress is the... I don't want to do it while people are in ads though. So, oh, the other cool thing about this view here is it will show you who, like when you've revealed the evil, it'll show you who they were hiding, who they were pretending to be. I'm not quite sure what the use for that is yet, to be honest with you. I like the fact that this shows you, like, the order that you flipped in. But I haven't quite figured out what the use of being able to see what they were hiding as helps with. I don't know. So, I'm going to throw this out there because I know... Well, I shouldn't have thrown this out there while people are in ads. I was going to say, I'm also streaming on YouTube now. So you can watch from YouTube and not get ads. Because I'm not big enough on YouTube to be monetized and have ad revenues. So, pretty sure that means that everything is ad-free. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. YouTube may just be ad-free. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna feel a little guilty. And if people get mad at me, they can get mad at me. If if they're in ads and I do this. Okay, ad break ends in a second. Okay. Okay, cool. Ad break's over, so let's do it. Nope. Okay. Yep, see. I did not kill. It was you! It was you! I was so sure it was either you or you, and it was you. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. I lost, but we didn't get wretched. So, the prediction is not over before it's even started. Okay, so there are 3 evils among us. We have a Lilith. Oh, and a poisoner. Poison's not as bad as... I don't know. I feel like maybe it is worse than Puka, because Puka will corrupt both sides, right? Poisoner only does one, so then you have to figure out, which one's the poison one? Which one's the one? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so we do have a Lilith that's gonna kill people, so we have to pay attention. Let's start with you. 4 cards away from corruption. Okay, so we should have 2 corrupted characters. And I find it pretty hard to believe that they would both be together. But we do have an alchemist, so maybe somebody... Or we could have an alchemist, so maybe somebody got cured. Okay. Okay, there's a wretch. Okay, and the knight, so... Okay, so we know that one was a good one. That was a goodie! Alright, so... Okay, so what I was saying, before I forget, while you guys that are on Twitch were in ads, so I apologize I said this while you were in ads, so I'm saying it again. I'm on YouTube now, in case you didn't know. So if you don't want ads again, you can watch over there if you want to watch for that experience, right? If you don't mind the ads, you can stay here for the ads. That is perfectly a-okay. So anyway, back to what I was doing. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay, so we only lost 1 bad guy. Okay, so 1 is a real plague doctor. That's great. 2 is a real slayer. That's wonderful. 1 evil adjacent to you. That checks out as long as you're telling the truth, because if you're evil and you're evil, if you're all both evil together, or if you poisoned them, but at least they are registering the wretch, and that's a good sign, right? They should register the wretch as evil. Okay. You're 4 cards from a corrupted player. Or from a corrupted character. Which means that one of my people that's like, this person's real, is corrupted. If you're telling the truth. Okay. 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 Okay, so wait a minute. I don't have an alchemist. That person could have been my alchemist. Probably was my alchemist. Ah, oh, I needed that. I needed that. I needed I needed to know. Okay. Well, even if they were my alchemist, it wouldn't have really helped, because they would have only cleared to either side. All it would have told me is if they did clear any, and I know I have 2 corrupteds, because Plague Doctor made 1 and Poisoner made 1. I really want the Slayer to be real, but I really want the Plague Doctor to be real too. So... 5 is evil, so that would mean that you are the poisoner, and oh no, hold on. You're gonna be poisoner, and you're gonna be corrupted. Okay. And if all of that is true, then I feel like I can trust you and you. You said you were far away, so I can trust you. That would play out to... No, that would mean you're lying because there would be two evils next to you. So you could be baddie. And that would mean that my Slayer is also bad. So let's do this. Yeah, I feel like you're probably bad. Okay, let's start with the one that we kind of know. Ah, no! It's the Plague Doctor. All of this is wrong. All of this is wrong. Okay. Okay, so. That means that I can actually trust you. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you. And then I feel like I could trust you. So let's kill the lying Plague Doctor next. Then we're going to kill the one that claims the Plague Doctor was not a liar next. Oh no! No! They were all in cahoots. They were all on the side. Okay, so once again, we lost it. But hey, you know what? We didn't get wretched. So... Okay. Alright. We have a witch. A doppelganger. Oh, maybe we may not have a doppelganger. Okay. Alright, so... We have a bombardier. One card away from the closest evil. Ooh, okay. Oh, I hate the dreamer. Equidistance, huh? Alright, so we don't have any corruption, though. So there's that. To be nice. To our advantage. I feel like I'm rambling. Do I ramble too much? Sometimes I just have to talk these things out loud. Okay, so if this one is a wretch, then this one could be telling the truth and not be an evil person. And then this one could be telling the truth because then they would see the wretch as evil and this one could be evil. And then that would be, this one's the truth, this one's telling the truth, this one's telling the truth. And then this one's telling the truth because that's the wretch. There are no corrupted characters. We know that's true. So that's the truth. So that would mean the Slayer or the Bombardier. Which, if it's the Bombardier, that's gonna suck. So what we do is... I feel like it's the Dreamer. And I feel like it would have to be the Slayer over the Bombardier, because if we're trusting this one, the Bombardier is clear. So I'm pretty sure it's the Dreamer. So we're gonna see if we can slay the Dreamer. Okay, so you're good. That means it's not the Bombardier. Oh, wait, no, I'm reading this wrong. Okay, we have a Ba, too, and we have a Bombardier. And we probably just have a doppelganger, and that's not a witch. And then it would still be equidistant. So we could still trust this one. And that's the other, that's the witch. That's the witch. And then we could trust that one, that one. Yep. Yay! Okay, so we have another witch. We have a plague doctor. Maybe. We might have a plague doctor. Okay, we have a plague doctor. 9 or 2 is a rich, huh? Huh. If we can trust you. 1 is good. Okay, well then let's look at... Okay, well... There are no corrupted characters. I feel like you're corrupted. Because if you're not corrupted, that means the plague doctor is bad, like this one says. Because if we have a real plague doctor, there should be at least 1 corrupted character. 6 is a real oracle. So if you're doing the truth, then there's no true. There's 9. Dreamer. Okay, well, that's fine. And then that one I can't do because witch. Okay. Huh. Huh. Okay, he says 5 is not corrupted, but he could also just be like... Okay, so unless you're... Wait, if you're bad, why would you lie about them being falsely evil? You would accuse them. So you're good, which means I can trust both of you. So that means that 9 or 2 is definitely a witch. So one of you. I want to say it's my plague doctor. I want to say the plague doctor is the witch, and then I could... Ah, no, son of a bitch. Okay, and then 5 is not corrupted. That just means 5 is evil, because there has to be a corruption somewhere, right? Okay, cool. Okay, thank God. Okay, and then if you're telling the truth, which you should be... And you weren't the witch, then... No? Oh, you were corrupt. You were the corrupted one. Duh, I forgot that there was... That you were real. Okay. Guys. My brain is dying again. Queenie! Queenie has arrived. There are 3 evils. Okay. We have a counselor and a Lilith. We have a Lilith. Okay. Welcome in, Queenie. Alright. I should have listened to you a minute. Okay, there's only 1 pair of evil according to you. Okay, between 6, 7, and 9... There is a villager, a minion, and an outcast. So, either 6 is a plague doctor, or if I flip it and it's a villager, there's a doppelganger amongst them, which makes this more difficult. So, let's just see. Okay. It's a plague doctor. So that's our outcast. So as long as number 3 is telling the truth, the knitter or the judge is lying. And I'm really hoping it's the knitter. Because I now really want to use this judge. Alright, so... But you could also just be corrupted, because there is going to be a corrupted person. Okay. Can't kill anybody. Okay, so. 3 cards away from closest evil, which that would check out for the knitter. Left side's more evil. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so clearly again 6 is our outcast. So I feel like it's that judge and that judge. But then if it's that judge, then you also are. Which is a possibility. This judge makes sense because that's probably our counselor, right? Because he's going to park next to... He's either going to be next to the doppelganger or next to the plague doctor. And we don't know yet who the... Hopefully we need to find the counselor photo. You're saying the left side's more evil. You're just saying 3 cards away. So I think it could be you. But I also think it's the judge. So let's do this. Let's see what you say about this bishop. Of course you say the bishop is lying. Alright, so I'm going to assume you're bad. But if you're bad, then you are also bad, or you're corrupted. So we need to know if you're corrupted. Not corrupted. So you're bad. And that would check out with the 1 pair. You, and you're the liar, you're the goody, you're the, okay, and then you, and you're the liar, you're the goody. But that doesn't really help with the whole left side thing. So what if you're also... No, you can't both be. So... But you could be the corrupted one. Ah! Okay. This one could just be corrupted. No, because one is not corrupted. One is not corrupted. One is not corrupted. Okay, cool. So then that makes me feel better about that. And... Oh, well. Let me at least use this power before. Because I don't see how... I think maybe you're corrupted. One of you is corrupted and one of you's bad. And I don't know which is which. I'm thinking you're bad because you have to be parked beside... Okay, yep. No! And I didn't get to use his power. Oh, I still get to use his power. Ha ha ha. Okay. I'm barely hanging on. There's the 1 pair, so I still feel like I can trust you. You're saying 1 is not corrupted, which is the truth because they're bad. So which one... So you're not bad if the knitter's good. So we're going to say we trust you. And if we trust you, that means that you're the baddie. Okay, cool. And you're the doppelganger. Alrighty. Yay! Which means you were telling the truth. Yeah, because... Okay, yeah. You're the doppelganger. And you were parked next to the doppelganger, not the plague doctor. And that's where... Yeah. So I feel like at this point, I we should just like get rid of the prediction. You're the only one that predicted. I'm not getting retched. I'm not doing it. I still refuse to get retched, but I feel like even if you win, you don't win anything. I mean, you can only lose your 10k, but then do you lose if you don't lose them to somebody? I don't even know how that works. Okay, so we have a witch and a Lilith. Ugh. Okay. 7 is good, huh? Let's see. 1 is good, huh? Let's see. 9 or 3 is witch. Okay. Good to know. They go in channel point void, never to be seen. Oh, do they really? Okay. I didn't know if it would do that or not, since you weren't really technically betting against anybody. Okay. So, you're saying 9 or 3 is witch, and that was a good person. So, 3 baddie? Or something's wrong with you. We don't have anything that corrupts, so it's either you or you. Like, that's all there is to it. So that would check out too that you cured 0 corruptions. You're saying 1 is good, so let's just go ahead and kill the witch. Wait, I can't kill an unturned over card? Okay, well, that's interesting. So can I kill it now? No. What? Does that mean that it's not the witch? You're saying 3 is good. So is it you two? It's either you two or you two. And the fact that I can't kill it... I don't know why I did that. That does not help me at all. Okay, so I have 3 evils, though. You're vouching for you. You're vouching for you. I think maybe you 3 are the 3 evils. You're saying that one's good. So yeah, it's all, yep, you, and then I can turn that one over. And that's why I can't kill this one, because it's not evil, it's the knight. Okay. And then it's you. Yay. Okay, so we have a witch and a Lilith again. This is the last village to ascend again. So then we could be Ascension 11. And we have 1 heart. So if we lose this, we have to start over. If we win this, we go to Ascension 11. This is it's all on the line. Okay. Witch and a Lilith. Okay. Okay, so we do have the Plain Doctor. He has corrupted somebody. Oh, another Slayer. Ooh, Slayer's my duplicate. That's interesting. Okay. Can't do that. Okay. No evils adjacent to you. 9 or 6 is a witch. And 9 we know is not a witch. So if 6 could be a witch. Or something's wrong with you. So we know we don't have any other outcasts. So let's try this to see if you're messed up. Let's go you, or you. There is a drunk. So you are messed up. So you are either a liar or you're corrupted. Because there is no drunk. So let's... Okay. 4 is evil. The one calling everybody else a witch. 4 is evil because 7 is corrupt. So let's kill 4. And then it has to be you too because you said no evils adjacent to you. Okay, so before we lose that and lose health, let's try to use a Slayer. Okay, which means, bam. Okay, so that's our other evil. Yay! Was there supposed to be a confessor? Yeah, there was a confessor, and then it turned Baker. Yay! We did it! We got to Ascension 11. I really love this game. I cannot wait for it to come out. Oh, I cannot wait. If this, oh, I don't think y'all understand how much I really love this game. Just because, like, to me, a good game is one that you not only, like, love playing, but also frustrates you sometimes, right? Because it's like, I know when it gets me that it got me and I was dumb, right? Like, it's not that I hate the game, it's that I hate me. I love this game so much. And I cannot wait. I absolutely just cannot wait. But it's not gonna... So the expected release, it says, is Q1 of next year. Which means... And it doesn't say January, okay? I could only hope that it would be like the very first of the quarter, right? I could only hope. I really do. I really do love this game. And it doesn't say if it's coming to early access first quarter. It just says planned release. So I don't think it's going to be early access. I've got it on my wish list. I am not missing it. You guys look this up on Steam. I don't know what the price point is going to be. But for any of you that played Inscription, it does say, like, Steam says it's similar to Inscription. The developer and publisher is Umi Art. I don't know that I've ever... This looks to be their first game. At least on Steam. Doesn't show anything else on Steam for them. Small indie team on a mission to create unique card games and roguelikes. Follow us if you wish to hear about our upcoming games. Yeah, this is incredible. I love this game. Inscription, I don't know. Yeah. It says it's similar to Inscription. It's probably, I mean, to be fair, Steam's probably pulling on the fact that, hey, they're both card games and they both have kind of like this dark vibe. Right? Like, there's kind of like some lying and deceit going on, right? It's probably about where the similarities lie. But yeah, they've got it tagged as roguelike. Yep, card game, social deduction, puzzle. Yeah, and the best I can see is it says Q1 release. Let me see if in the Discord it says if they've given any kind of updates there, because I'm really hoping it's towards the beginning. Let's see here. Dev updates, anything? Dev updates ping. Skins and achievement systems. Added achievement system. Completing achievements will usually unlock a character skin as a reward. Nice! The system is still in an early state, so it's pretty rough and not yet connected to the Steam achievement system, but it will be in the future. And that was just as of the 1st of this month. Added skin system. You can unlock new skins by completing achievements. To change character skin, you can click on skins button under a character card portrait in their info panel. Hold on. Let me move some things around. I'm curious here. Info panel. Okay, let's just... maybe this is not something that's out yet. But maybe that's just... Added first skins for Fortune Teller and Lilith. Okay, so... Okay, there we go. Skins. Of course, I don't own any, but look, see? Check it. So at some point, there's an achievement for... I don't have a Fortune Teller up to show. So that would unlock that. Note that the button only appears for characters that actually have skins. Well, yeah, we figured that out already. Because I did that before I read the thing. Added credits panel and button and menu. Added achievements panel and button and menu. Slightly changed medium art. P.S. We will be away for a trip the next 1.5 weeks. Next update's going to be further away. Moving forward, I'll be focusing on slightly polishing playtests a bit more. Finally updating the itch version and finishing the demo version together with deck building mode. After that, the focus will be on a full release version, which will include way more content. Oh, man. I'm just so excited. I do not want to rush them or anything. I want this to be so perfect. I love this so much. Some of the fan art and stuff on the Discord is so cool too. Like, hold on. I just was scrolling really fast and saw something. It was like lying as a spectrum. I lost it. I lost it, but it says lying as a spectrum. And I was like, oh my god. Anyway, I don't know where it went. I can't. I can't up this game. I can't talk this game up enough, guys. I just... I can't wait. I can't wait. I want so bad. Okay, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna go back to the menu. So yeah, see all these other cards. See, I've got everything unlocked that I can unlock in the demo. Everything is coming soon. Yeah. Where did it say that it added the achievement space? I don't see that. Is it... Added achievements panel and button in menu. Oh, over there. I see it now. I'm blind as a bat, apparently. There seems to be a lot more planned stuff. Yes, there does. Oh, I actually did get... Save 10 villages in a row in endless mode. Okay. I actually did get the twice as evil thing. Oh, wait. Pick exactly 2 evil characters with a non-lying fortune teller. Ah, we did it. I didn't even know. So then, in order to do the other one, I have to do 10 in a row in endless. Is it going gold or earning early access? That's what I'm saying. Like, from what I can tell, it's just releasing. It doesn't seem to be gonna go early access. But I'm also confused because... Hold on. Yeah, it's on itch.io. It's coming to Steam soon. Please wishlist if you find it interesting. Is the full thing on itch, or is it just a demo too? Ooh, it says the game is highly inspired by social deduction games, especially the Blood on the Clock Tower. Go check them out. So if I like this, I should go check them out. I'm really curious if the itch version is... Because it says in that update, this is finally updating the itch version and finishing the demo version. Okay, yeah, so it's a demo also. The music on the itch version is just slightly, like, less ominous. See, so this is the game version music you're hearing, right? The demo on Steam. And then... No, it's ominous, just in a different way. It's different music. Oh, look at that! So Medium used to look way different. I know it said, like it said, it was updating. They slightly changed Medium art. I don't know if that's... See, the Mediums look different. Oh, y'all can't see the itch.io version. I've got that on a window y'all can't see. Interesting. So yeah, it does seem to be demo-esque too, though. What? Hold on. See, the itch.io version says that the deck building unlocks when you reach Village 4 in Standard. This one says coming soon. So maybe there is more to the itch.io. I was moving around my own settings. Okay. So I may have to start playing over there a little bit too. To see what stuff happens. Interesting. Oh. Blood on the Clock Tower is a board game. Oh. Oh, South. Oh. Interesting. Okay, sorry. I was deep in thought reading about this. So yeah, that's something to know. Indeed. Indeed. All right, so I'm going to stop here. I already wish listed. You don't have to ask me again. I already did it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my other little guilty pleasure game. I gotta change some things. Oh, we didn't get retched. You can keep your 10k points. We didn't get retched. I got this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that Chaotix got this. Is the yep, huh? Yes. Thanks for voting for me, dear. You get your 10k back. Okay, so we're not playing Demon Bluff anymore. We're going to play. Y'all are gonna judge me, and that's okay. Okay, but look, sometimes I don't want to sit at my PC. In 4 minutes, an ad's gonna start. We're gonna snooze that. We're gonna snooze that. We're gonna use our snoozes now. Because we're gonna snooze that. Because I don't see myself being here much longer, to be honest with you. I don't think I've got a whole lot longer in me. So, we're gonna come over here. We're going to change my game capture. And I'm going to talk to y'all while let me get some music going. Because I'm going to talk to y'all while I just click around on this stupid game that I play. Okay? Let me, look, I'm just going to, yeah, I'll just do that. It's fine that there's black over there. At least it's all on the screen. We'll just deal with it. Okay? Alright, so this is a stupid mobile game. And I say stupid because it's a guilty pleasure, right? There's not like any skill to it. It is definitely one that it is very clearly a pay to win game. Okay, can we Wordle? Ooh, maybe we should Wordle. Okay, so let's do this. Let me join Discord. This is very clearly a pay to win game, and for somebody like myself that doesn't want to spend money on a pay-to-win game, it's a real slow burn. Let's be honest, it's a real slow burn. Let me get into Wordle. Hello, South.
Hello.
And then I'm going to actually change my.
Smack my mute button.
I can't show Discord? What? Okay, so maybe I don't need to do that. Hold on. I'll just figure out another way. I think that's number 3. Yep. Okay, so we do that, and we do this, and then we do this. All right, so we're gonna Wordle. All right, so, oh, there is an E. So when South and I Wordle, I cheat.
Yeah, she does.
I don't always. I sometimes try to get my first word in before you.
Right. I'm impatient.
But you're usually the one jumping in first and being like, hey, come Wordle with me. So it's your own damn fault.
Well. It's
So
my
we
fault
know
for
the second
using
one
this
is an
anyway over and
E.
over. Yeah.
And there are no P-A-R's or S's. Because pears is South's first word.
Every time.
Every time.
Hmm.
So, knowing what we know, we know that's an E. What else can I get in? That's not RS. So that means we have an IOU. Because we need another vowel. Hmm.
I feel like I take longer on these sometimes than I need to.
Yeah, I know I do. I know I do 100% because like I'm so competitive. I'm trying to beat you.
I normally do hard mode, but
Oh, are you not today?
well, I kind of screwed it up on my third. I didn't repeat my yellow.
Oh, okay. So those are two different yellows. Okay, good to know.
Yes.
Good to know. See, guys, he helps me cheat. He gets mad that I cheat, but then he helps me cheat. I don't know, man. Is that even a word? Technically?
My God.
Ooh, you're one off there. Ooh,
Got it.
good job. So I'm gonna explain something, guys, because I don't know if this is a word, but this came to mind because I was trying to get the right letters in.
I could cheat off you this time too, because I'm looking at your stream.
Oh yeah, you coulda, but you rushed and did it
Oh,
anyway. So baby pear, we have made him a pizza out of felt pieces, and he has been obsessed with it the past few days. He likes to build the pizza, and then as soon you don't even have all of the ingredients on it sometimes, and he picks it up and throws it in the air.
Yeah.
And
He
little
did again.
felty pieces of pizza, little
Everywhere.
felty pizza pieces go everywhere.
Uh,
So I'm looking at the letters that I have available, and all I can see is felty. I wanted to say felted, but that's too many letters.
Go ahead, put it in. Put it in.
It's not a word, is it?
It's not a word. Try it. Do it. Just enter. You don't have to move your mouse.
I feel like
Do
you're a little demon on my shoulder. You know what the word is.
Do
I've got
it.
nothing but the
Do
E, do I?
Do it. Do it.
It's not a word.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
Not a word?
Apparently it is a word. Oh my god.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, well. Well.
Well,
Uh.
well, you knew E was the.
Yeah, I did steal your E, yeah. And I was trying to do that right and put E in the right spot, and Felty was all I could come up with because, like I said, I wanted to do Felted, but that's too long.
No, and that's when you're just sort of like, do it, put it in.
All right, so now I'm going to because server just reset too, so
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to click all my little freebies. See, this is what I mean though, but like it tries to get you to buy stuff all the time. Like it's always in your face. Like it wants me to buy this thing to get that, and I'm not doing it. It's all over the place. But you get freebies each day, so I'm gonna go through and collect my freebies. Oh, I should let my guild know things. Hey, guild. Be on your best behavior, please. I'm live.
Don't spam slurs in general.
Don't spit. They don't. And there's a great censorship to this game too. Like there's a whole bunch of crap that like we try to get around and say that the censor gets. Okay. We can't say wiener. It'll do it. It'll censor it out. We can't say a lot of things. And I only know.
I like the exact lemon count throws that you throw at other like nations.
Yeah, there's an event where you can throw lemons at people.
Yeah, and y'all throw like bad luck numbers at like.
Okay, so what South is telling on me here, okay, so there was an event, okay, I guess we captured a ruin. There was an event where you could throw lemons at other players, and at the time, because they're not really at the moment, at the time, one of, like, the highest ranking guild on the server is a Korean guild.
Yeah.
They
dominate.
They've actually fallen from grace, my love. I don't guess I've
really?
updated you. Yes.
You have not. Like ever since they've joined the game, like they've been like.
Yes. So check this out. They have fallen from grace. They actually they had a huge split where a bunch of their people left. We have some of their people in our guild now.
Really?
Yeah. And they've merged with another guild to try to save it because they were falling. A lot of their people left them and went to this one.
So Japanese is like on the server now, or no? Is it just them under different
I don't know.
flag? Who knows?
I don't know. But the guy over there that like always was in the drama, but that I started trying to like sort of be friends with, so that like to save my own ass, I guess, so to speak. I don't know. He is now the leader of that guild because the leader of the guild left. Quit playing the game, apparently. So a lot of them quit playing the game. Some of them went to other guilds. It's a whole big drama, right? So they ended up merging with this guild here, this PMZ. This was a very recent thing. This guild came to us with a server merge, so they weren't a part of our server all this time. And they've recently merged with that guild, so now their name has been changed. So this number 4 guild, this Mystics, that's my guild. We are the best guild. We may not be the highest ranking or the most powerful, but we are best guild.
But y'all at Plucky, y'all get some like event stuff or whatever like that. Y'all steal it from the other guys. I think.
I mean, we have people that put
yeah.
in a lot of effort. Okay, we have
Yeah.
people who are like chronically online on this game, but we don't have a lot of people that like spend a whole bunch of money on it, right? We have a few people that spend money. Like I'll show you an example, right? And I know we have people that spend money because you can come over here to member gifts, and what this is someone in my guild purchased these packs, these things you can buy with money, and it gives, and when they do, it gives the whole guild one of these little gifts, right? And you can be anonymous. So not everybody is, but it looks like everybody that's purchased today is. So I can see that there are people here spending money. But we don't spend near as much money as the top guilds. Okay, so I'm actually on another server and in another guild too. That guild spends way more money on this game. Way more money. Because because you can only collect those gifts like 10 at a time. And I only clicked it like, 2 and then had like 2 left. So like 22 to collect right now, right? I bet you there's at least 30 on the other guild if I were to go collect it right now.
Whoa.
I mean, it's still early after reset, so maybe not quite that many, but throughout, like, if I didn't go right now, So let me just collect all my things. So yeah, this is our castles all lined up with our little guildies here. We're always on our best behavior. Sure you are, Queso. What are they doing? Teams. I don't know what they're doing. I need 35 minutes. Ooh! Let me on. Thank you. So these are like special carriages you can go on. That give goodies. So because you can send carriages to like get resources each day, and there's like different rarities of carriages. And the treasure carriage is what that was. Ooh. Oh, it's just gonna get raided. Doesn't matter. Let's see if this clown's carriages let me know, but don't want to lose my current marks. Okay. So yeah, anyway, back to my clicking on my freebies. So the funny thing about this to me is this is like one of those, like, it's supposed to be a war game, right? But I don't know if it's just the servers that I happen to be on or what. They all seem to have, the two I'm on have these rules where you can't attack people in guilds, right? Because otherwise you're just going to incite a guild war and all the guilds are going to, the guilds are going to fight each other. I don't know. I guess it has something to that. I don't know exactly why. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll get on that one too. Thank you. That's a season one. I don't go on season ones very often, so that is very nice. Because my season ones just get raided. I don't want to go as a guardian though. I'm not powerful enough to go as a guardian. We'll get raided. I know. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'll take that. Okay, so see, here's the store where you can buy a bunch of stuff, but we're not buying stuff. We're just collecting our little freebies. Wrong button. And that's another thing, like where I just was. I don't know if this is broken or not, but I have never watched an ad. You're supposed to, this thing is about, like, if you watch ads, you get these things, right?
Yeah.
But it always just is. Like, I don't ever have to watch an ad, I just collect it. gotchacon chest things or whatever you call them. Gotcha. I don't know. So you can you can plan your layout. You can like move these buildings around, and some people get really creative and really cool with it. Mine is just scattered to the wind. Like it's what makes sense to me. I'm not a decorator kind of person, so it's not pretty. It's just practical. I have it set up this way, and I just haven't moved it because when I started playing, all these buildings right here are resource buildings, and it used to be that when you had resources available to collect, you had to click on every one of them. Like you had to click every little bubble. They've recently made an update so that you just click one bubble and it collects them all. So, but that's why all of mine are grouped right here together. So I could just go click, 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 click. Because remember, this is a mobile game, right? The fact that I have it on a bigger screen is a privilege right now. But it's usually played on phone. So I just lined, and I started playing it on phone. So I lined all my resources up right here together because when you open the game, like this is your default view, is this right here. And so I didn't want to have to like scroll my screen to see all this other stuff out here. So all my resources were right here, so I could just tap, 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 tap. So and that's why I say that like it's set up for efficiency. It's not pretty. And now I can't even say that because with that in place, it's not really for efficiency either. But like, let's see if we can find me a guildie that makes theirs pretty. Queso probably makes theirs pretty. Let's go visit Queso. Queso does not look like one of them. Okay, well, hold on. Maybe Queso hasn't made it pretty. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, I know. We'll go to one of the people who spend lots of money. Let's see. Who over here probably spends lots of money? Oh, we could go see Kings. The last time I saw Kings, it was clear he spends lots of money. Okay, let's.
Yeah, is King still playing?
Yeah, King's still
Where
playing.
did he
Yeah, he's leading core now.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about. He was the one who caused, was in a bunch of drama and whatnot. He's leading that guild now because look at this. He's got decorations. He's got all his decorations just lined out on display. all this stuff he pays money for. Now, not to say, okay,
he's got, like,
when I say that, okay, you don't have to pay money for all these decorations. I have some of these decorations. You can get them through things in the game, right? But some of them you cannot. You can only buy them. Like this is a purchase. This Iron Throne knockoff right here is a purchasable. I've never seen that in any event or anything outside of paying like $100 for the pack. Okay, and he's got multiples. Okay, these guys right here. I think you can. I think I have one because you can get them in a box that you can choose it if you get a choice chest or whatever it's called. So I think I have one, but they're also in part of like this molten this armory pack or whatever that usually goes for like 100 a thing too. So I'm trying to see, like, I don't even know what that is. That's probably a pay for one. There's so many. He's just got them all out here too, man. Yeah, anyway. I'm trying to see if I could find... No, because none of the packs that they're offering right now are what I was talking about. They had it on offer recently, but it's not up right now. But yeah, it's this Night Watchers. See, I have this part of it because again, you can get it in a choice chest thing, but it's just a gold one. The thing he's got is this throne here, and it's a mythic. You can't get that in the choice chest. You can only buy that in the pack for like $100. So, and that the egg thing too, and they split this into two separate bits too when they sell it. So it's not like the whole set is not $100. You have to buy like $200 to get the whole set. It's insane. Okay.
Yeah.
The money that goes into this, and I don't know what these people do for a living. Cause some of them seem real young.
Mm-hmm.
Now, several in my guild, anyway, are older. Like, our guild leader is older than me, I think. There's a few of them that are older than me, older than us. So, we only have 4s? Wait, what? I thought we had a 5. Where are we? We're just giving everything up? We've given everything up? What is going on with our ruins? I don't even know, man.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. See, you remember when I was looking at a season carriage and I was like, it's just going to get attacked anyway. And then I joined that one. Look, it's already attacked. I just joined it and it's already been attacked by a different server. Because the season ones can be attacked by other servers. So, yeah, we've already been... Yeah. Anyway. See, you can collect all the resources with one click now. It's beautiful. Not a task I want to do. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't always pay attention to guild chat. Shh. Don't tell them. Okay, so I think that's all of my like freebies and things I need to get here. So we can pop over to... Oh wait, let me send these people off for this real quick first. Send them to gather things for this event. Okay. So oh yeah, I was gonna start music. Maybe I'll just hum for y'all.
I'm just booping on Balacha right now. I'm getting like my mobile and my PC like confused.
Ah.
I was started poking at the PC one and I'm like, wait, this isn't the deck I thought I was using. Because I think the other one I've unlocked like a bunch of telescope stuff. But I'm in the middle of 2 games now.
Okay, I think that's everything I'm gonna do here for now. So we'll pop over to the other server. Okay. Oh, activities chat? I don't go to activities chat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have decided not to anymore. I also don't go to this English chat. Because mostly, okay, so the English chat doesn't do a lot. So World chat is just my server. Okay? Guild chat is just my guild, right? World chat English is, I don't know what all servers that can be a part of it, but I'm assuming it's just everybody that would speak English. I don't know what they determine how people get put into this channel, okay? But activities is like the season, or there's event channels that happen here, and they get weird over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they've gotten like they start like almost like sexting sometimes. There's been really weird
Weird.
stuff going on. These people talk across servers and it gets weird.
Hmm.
We don't go to activities chat.
Okay, activities chat. We don't go there.
We just don't. So let's do this. It's gonna reboot the game, but we're gonna go to my other server. And click on my freebies over here.
Ah. Isn't it funny when you get when you buy the shortcut Joker that allows you straights that like to be made with ranks, you just draw all your straights.
Ooh.
It just happens. It's kind of annoying.
Okay. Now, this is my guild that they spend money. They don't have feast down. But like, notice the glowy squares? I don't know what causes that. I know nobody in my other guild has it. So I can only assume it has something to do with money. Because like, at first I thought it had to do with like their castle level, but the only castle level that they have that my other one doesn't have is 3s, and they only have like 1 3 or 2 3s, so I don't think it has to do with that. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I should even bother warning them, because I have to use the translator for everything, because this guild I'm in does not speak primarily English. So I really don't pay attention to this guild chat very much.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's amazing they have such like they do all the translation and stuff.
Yeah, so with my other account, I'm far enough. I've had it a lot longer, right? This is a much newer secondary account, and I'm far enough along that if I were in this guild on that account, it would auto translate constantly for me like this. So it would just pop as soon as I opened up chat. It would already have it all translated for me, and then I wouldn't bother. That's brilliant, right? Then I would be able to be more active in chat, because I wouldn't have to click on all these little AI translate buttons to figure out what was going on. But I'm not far enough along on this account, so I have to click all the little translate buttons. So I don't follow guild chat as much. They've been warned though, because okay, so I told, I don't know if I told this guild or not though, to be honest with you, now that I'm thinking about it. I told the other guild, and it's in my like profile. And so like I promised them that I would tell them anytime if I was ever streaming the game that I would tell them. I don't know that I ever told this guild, so maybe I'm just maybe that was completely unneeded. Okay, so look, okay, check it out. Member gifts, right? How many times do I click the button? Okay, see, there's somebody that's not anonymous, Janice, and Jay. Anyway, so let's see how many times I click the button. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. So there were 42 here. And reset just happened a minute ago, so... Now, granted, okay, all these people are like 13 hours ahead of me in the day. So, like, there's more of them online at reset than there are in my other guild because it's so late for... Now, my other guild has people across all kinds of countries. Like, our previous leader is, I want to say, Canadian. We merged with a guild at one point that was primarily German. So we have a few German members.
Couldn't talk.
We
But
have...
I think is it interesting, like, because it's such a worldwide game that actually people's sleep schedules, like, get involved with the game too. Like, because half your guild is probably asleep right now, right?
Oh, yeah, easy. Whereas, like, I'm in this one right now, and, like, a lot of them are awake because it's... Okay, now out of curiosity. Somebody tells them to pay attention to your words. Because too, I don't always know all their names, right? Because some of them just have stuff I don't know how to read. But this guy gets picked on a lot.
Oh yeah. Why?
I don't know. Because he's kind of goofy, though, I guess. I don't know. He says stuff like this in chat, and they pick on him, and I don't entirely know why. He was the first friend that I had in this guild, too. Like, he's who got me in this guild. Or wait, is that the same? No, is it this guy I'm thinking of? No, because he's not... Hold on. See, when they confuse me when it's characters, and then when their profile pictures are all similar, too, that really messes with my head. Has it been that long since I've talked to him? Oh, March, here. He changed his profile picture. Okay, so no, it's neither one of them, because it's March that they pick on a lot. But apparently they pick on one of these a lot, too. I don't know, man. Or you can change your name, so my thing may not be updated, to be fair, either. Because when you private message them, it doesn't update if they've changed their stuff. Yeah, see, he has. See, because that is the spooky ghost dude is him. So this one, spooky ghost, yeah, this guy, yeah. So yeah, that is the guy. I had it right. All right. Anyway. He changed his name in his profile picture again, and that's why I didn't have a clue. Back to my collecting of my freebies. And then I will have to call this a night and go to bed.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see them put out a feast. See, okay, so like this is a decoration chest, This is what I mean by like you can get decorations that aren't paid for. There's lots of different ways you can unlock them. You can unlock them through events or whatever, and then there's also these things that you can randomly get. But notice how all of these are purple ones, right? No golds, no reds, just purples. The red ones you have, those are special.
Those are special.
The red ones were real special.
Mm.
Apparently I get to upgrade one of those purples that I just got.
It's nice.
Yeah. Nobody has put out any food for me, but I am hungry. Oh well. Alrighty, I think that this is where I'm going to have to call it. I forgot to do that on my other account, but oh well, it's fine. Oh wait, I didn't get this up here. So, this is, like I said, one of those dumb clicky games, guilty pleasures. But if anyone wants to join and play this game, this is not sponsored. I'm just letting you know, if you want to play with me, okay, you don't know the whole no, I don't have ends, but like when you start playing, like you don't get to pick a server. I don't remember getting to pick, at least not when I started playing, you couldn't. So I just got assigned to that first server that I was on. But you can always go to account, and then you can make new characters on different servers. Matter of fact, you can't have, when you do it this way, I should say, because I know people, but anyway. When you do it this way, you can't have two characters on the same server. So this one I was auto-assigned was 10294, and that's where my main person is. That's where that Mystics Guild is that I like so much. But on this guild, on this server, in this guild, it's 10296. So if anybody wanted to play, if you wanted to make sure you were on a server with me, your first one probably wouldn't get assigned to one of my servers. I don't know, it might. I don't know how it works, right? But if you didn't, you could just completely ignore that account, right? You don't have to play on it, and just start another character and choose one of the servers I'm actually on. I'm really easy to find. My name is Chaotic. My name stays the same. My profile picture should give me away. But yeah, like I said, this isn't like a sponsored deal or anything. I feel like I'm supposed to say that. I don't know.
Well, if you are sponsored, you gotta say it.
Well, yeah, no, I know that, but like,
yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, that's where I'm at. If anybody does play this game already, even, or maybe nobody probably plays this game. I'm probably the weirdo, the only weirdo that I know that plays this game. So yeah, let's do this.
Everybody's got a clicky mobile game,
right? Like I feel like everybody's got one, right? And I'm open to other clicky mobile games, so feel free to share your clicky mobile game with me.
I mean, I did.
Well, no, I know. I'm talking to the rest of everybody's.
I know. Yeah.
Wait. Did stuff stop working?
You went back to your other screen.
I don't. I know. I did that on purpose because I was going to show so something I didn't show. But I think something stopped working. Because my restream is Twitch seems fine, but I don't know how YouTube's doing. No, YouTube seems fine too. I don't know. Restream's just being weird. Okay, so one of the things, I didn't go over everything, right? So what y'all saw is just like the building and resource gathering of the overworld, right? But the reason I got so sucked into this game, right, is this little portal here is adventure mode. And so there's the classic story, there's the hardcore classic story, and then there's been each things with season 1 and season 2, right? I'm on my little account, so the only one I've done is the classic story. But you can take your team of heroes and you just like go through killing dudes and unlocking new areas. This is all easy for me because I've already done it. But you can also gather some of the resources here. Like they can gather this stone or this wood. And then there's bosses to fight. And then the bosses drop loot. So that's part of what has kept me in this. It's because there's just so much to do. Especially in the beginning when you start. Because you haven't already completed adventure mode like I have. So there's adventure mode, there's like a PvP sort of thing that's not like in Overworld. There's just like a ranked match thing. Yeah, ranked match thing. There's also this trial hall thing. So when you first start and when you join a guild, the guild, there's a guild realm where you go through and you fight the bosses and get loot. Then there's this thing that resets every week that the guild does together. And then there's this one that's an individual where you fight up and you get these when you beat those guys, and it just progressively gets higher and higher. Similar to this you fight people and it progressively gets harder and harder and you get loot from it. And then like every week or so it changes to a different faction. There's like 4 different factions that rotate so that you can beat them up. And then there's this one over here where it does that, where you can challenge NPC things and your little heroes will fight them. And you get loot at the end of if you win. I'm gonna skip this. Okay, so yeah, see I won. I got some resources from it. And it'll automatically go to the next level if I wanted it to. And it would just keep going until I lose. So that's like the idle part of it. You could just leave that running. And so they have this for like this, the main one, right? Which is your team could be comprised of anything. And then each one of these is the same thing, but your team has to be all of a certain alignment. So this is League, Nature, and Horde. And so if your whole team is of that alignment, you can go through the same step-up program that I just showed you, but with that layer of difficulty. So, like, there's a lot here. And like I said, then there's always, like, some kind of events going on. Like, the event calendar. Like, there's several events always going on at once. You can't trust all of this, right? Because this event is a thing you can buy, right? And this event is a thing you can buy. So not all of it is actual events that you can do a lot in. But still, there's just really a lot here. And that is why I have been able to stick with it for as long as I have. Because they're still updating it. They're coming out with new seasons. And that's the only. I've been playing since January, since right after the first of the year. On my other account, this account is still much newer. But yeah, so it's usually by now I've tired of a mobile game. So, like, I feel like I've hit a ceiling with Balatro. I really like Balatro, don't get me wrong. But I do feel like I've hit a point where, like, because I'm not good. Okay, so I feel like I've gotten to a point was like I kind of got frustrated and I put it down for a hot minute because I can't unlock anything new. I can't get past any of the challenges that I want to get past.
Mm,
And it's just I've always had a difficulty with any kind of game like a deck builder like that where it's you have to know what cards work really well with other cards and you have to just have that all just know all that you remember all that stuff and
maybe.
know what meshes and what doesn't, and I've always had difficulty with that sort of thing. So
I kind of have a few strategies, but I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I've hit a ceiling with Balatro and it's frustrating and that's why I haven't been playing that. I still love the game, but
Hmm.
it's
I feel I get like 50-50 on runs and stuff, but I'll just get like bad luck or something like that, and I don't know. Or I just don't pivot, or I just don't get the right jokers, or
mm-hmm.
and and or you can't. Sometimes it's like you just don't roll, or you should have committed more, like and re-roll before going into a certain boss. You didn't realize that your jokers can handle it enough, sort of thing. So I don't know. It's sort of getting used to it too. There's a lot of different strategy to managing the money in the game. I think is
Yeah.
the big bit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
say, well, I'm getting $40 in interest.
oh, shut up. Shut up. You don't get to mm-mm. Mm-mm. Anywho, on that note, it
Anywho,
is
on that
my
note,
bedtime, so I'm going to call it a night here.
mine too.
I hope you all have a fantastic evening or day or whatever your time zone is. And maybe next time I come back, I'll come back with a real game, not a demo, and a silly mobile game. But that's why tonight was guilty pleasure night because I didn't want to put a lot of thought into anything, and I just kind of wanted to chill and catch up with people and talk because it's been a hot minute, right? So yeah, I didn't fix all the broken things, and I just it was like, well, I want to have broken things and stuff fixed before we do real games. So yeah,
We'll get that done.
we'll get there. Um, that being said, I don't think that I'll have everything broken fixed before I'm ready for Death Ground. Just so y'all know, and I am so excited when Death Ground comes to early access so that I can bring that to you guys. Y'all just have to, like I said, just note that there will still probably be broken things. I will probably have some of them fixed, but there will probably still be broken things. I'm so excited for Death Ground. I played the tutorial in the beta, by the way, and it was. I don't know how I feel about gonna play it solo, so I don't know that I will play it solo because
Yeah,
reasons.
EJ get the
I did back it for 2 keys, so South at the very least has to play with me.
yeah, yeah, probably.
So, and I think
It's
from
kind
what
of
I
fun though.
understand in the Discord is that I backed for 2, but they keep saying stuff in the Discord about bonus keys from them, like gift keys or whatever. So I don't know if I missed some sort of I think I might have missed an update. I don't know if it's a certain level or what, but I may end up with another key, and I know who I'm going to give that to if I do. So, y'all be looking for out for that because if I stream with both of them, South and this person, that is going to be a great time. I just know it will. So, yeah, y'all, I will keep y'all updated. Y'all will know if you're in the Discord. And I would exclamation mark Discord at this point. But remember, I didn't turn the bot on, so we don't have any commands. So, but I do have it linked in my about if you want to join the Discord to keep updated. But anyway, on that note, good night. Mwah, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.